to share some thoughts with the audience on how you can start developing ideas for digital stories?
Sure, love to. Digital stories work for all kinds of subjects and help students express themselves. You can give the students photographs, then ask them to tell the story that led up to that particular photograph. Or you can have students do a how-to tutorial as a digital story. For example, you can make a step-by-step tutorial on how to bake a cake or how to lift a giant. Or you can have students create a safety procedure using images in a story. Digital storytelling is good for interviews too. Students can use still images and take turns to talk as if it were an interview. Then you can recreate a historical event to tell the story. Autobiographies can be really good stories as well. Maybe you have a grandparent. You can retell something that they have told you from their life using images from their life. Or you could write and illustrate a poem. There is a really pretty one by William Wordsworth called I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. A teacher can give a group of students an ill-structured problem to make students think of possible solutions to the problem. You can have students work both individually or in groups with digital stories. Or how about having a student make a digital story out of a science or math problem that is hard to understand, to make it more visual and perhaps easier to understand using both audio and images to explain it, and then they can view it however many times.
Those are great ideas, Anna. Thank you for sharing. The interesting thing with digital storytelling is that if you use it correctly, it can motivate and engage students in the learning process in a way that works so much better for them than just reading and or doing the drill and practice thing. The learning becomes more engaging and thereby more memorable, and hopefully it sticks better in memory. How do you feel about stories? What are stories to you?
Stories are informative. They tell us something we need to know or need to be aware of. They make us think. Stories can be motivating, make us want to do things we have not dared do because we thought we couldn't, but now we want to try. Stories can be inspiring. They spark curiosity and help with intrinsic motivation and a more engaged learning. Stories can be memorable, make us remember better because we got to see something interesting and pretty as we hear the story around it. Stories can change something dry and make it more fun. Fun is easier to remember, and digital stories speak to Gartner's multiple intelligences. They allow for both visual and auditory learners to understand and learn. It becomes easier to learn. Stories promote interest and improve research skills because we have to find the information to put into the stories. Stories let students express emotions.
Great descriptions, Anna. Thank you so much.